I'm going to share a discussion we had at a recent garden visit about mealyworms. Now that's the main purpose of this video, but prior to that I thought I'd give people a quick look at the crazy antics that we've got going on here in the tiny farm. G'day folks, Andy here from McDowell Manor. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing is I'm filtering out, that's my kumquat cello, which I run through a stainless steel filter, and then I run it through coffee paper filters until it's nice and clean, as you can see. So that lot's been run through the stainless steel, that lot's still to go. I'm reckoning we'll end up probably with 4 or 5 bottles of kumquat cello, so that's pretty good going. Now, at the same time, I am flooded in quail eggs again, even though I'm incubating some. So we're about to do golden pickled quail eggs. Now I'll put video links up to both the kumquat cello and the golden quail eggs, just in case people are interested. The eggs are still in the incubator. I think I ended up 26, which is pretty good. As long as you keep the humidity above about 50%, you're okay. Now that's only in the particular sort of incubator I've got. Depending on the type of incubator, that does vary, so do some research. I'm not actually on day 42. The timer broke ages ago, the day counter. I've got 8 days to go, in fact, before we go into lockdown, and I will do a separate video. I've done part 1 of the quail hatching. I'll do a separate video when part 2 comes out. Hopefully you'll see dozens of quails. Yeah, maybe, Andy, we'll see. Alright, but like I said, I'm also about to run the still. I'll do that late this afternoon, and I'm cleaning out beer bottles from homemade beer. But the main purpose of today is not to show you, in fact, all the chores that I'm running around doing on the tiny farm. Even though they do save me a hell of a lot of money, I've got to say, and prevent a lot of waste. But that's an aside. The main purpose is let's talk about mealyworms. So here's Valerie from Brisbane Local Food, and she's hosting a little quick discussion about them.
These are darkling beetles, and they produce these mealyworms that I feed to the chicken. It's protein for the chicken.
So what do you feed them?
I find that the best thing is carrot and potato. So I just put a slice and then they just feed on it. You don't need to give them any moisture. They get all their moistures from the vegetables. Sometimes I put a little bit of apple. You have to be careful that it doesn't go moldy, because that will create. But this powder that they produce is really good as a fertilizer as well. So dry environment, a couple of bits of vegetables. I'll probably feed them once a week.
So the white stuff's wood shaving?
That's actually coffee husk.
Is that right?
Yeah, otherwise wood shaving is good as well. And I put a little bit of oats or some of the chook feed to keep them going when they run out of vegetables. Yes. Now, you're supposed to separate the adults from the mealyworms because they eat their young. Oh. So if you want them to produce more, you just separate the. And that's why I've got different. Well, I've got different drawers, and so I should. Yeah, they go through stages. Yes, so
because these are the adult beetles.
So why do they not escape?
They just don't. I don't know. I'll keep them inside, and then.
As long as you get the food.
I don't think they can climb that.
So how do you manage your system, right? So you've got your beetles.
Yep.
And then
I just put them in there. I've got the coffee husk, or whatever, wood shaving, whatever's dry. I put them in there, and then I'll put the beetles. I'll put a little bit of food, and then once they start, after a couple of weeks, you're supposed to take all the adults, and then I put them onto the next drawer.
Oh, so you take the adults and move them down. You don't take the worms out, as you see.
And then the worms you feed to the chooks.
Okay. Did you see the adults? It's a beetle.
Yeah. But I'm just like, how do you manage? So do you?
Yes.
So it's not a rotating system really, because you've got adults here, you've got adults
Well,
here.
I'm not doing very well at my rotating.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the idea. Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't meaning to point it out.
You weren't supposed to ask that question.
But yeah, one day I'll get around to it. So the idea is that you have 3 stages. You've got the
So what's those quail eggs? They've been boiled, they've been placed in vinegar to clean them up, take the shell off. But anyway, I really enjoyed that discussion from Valerie, and it was honest and open. You know, I really liked the way she's quite happy to admit her failings. Fits in really well here on the Tiny Channel, doesn't it? You know, you don't have to be an expert to start, but you really do have to start to be an expert. So, I hope you enjoyed this clip. Well, I enjoyed making it, I've got to tell you. Anyway, so you folks have a great day, have a good weekend, and we'll catch up soon, eh? Feel free to subscribe. Bye-bye.